Okay, so for this part of the video, let's talk installation tips. Now, to begin with, you're going to want to have a nice little screwdriver like this one. This has a nice little Phillips head, but a good solid handle, so you can really get some leverage on it. Now, one of the problems with these very small Phillips heads is you got to make sure you have one that's nice and solid but has a good grip, because when you're screwing and unscrewing, it's really easy to strip them. So you want to be careful, take it nice and slow, especially when you first turn them. But anyway, basically get yourself a good little screwdriver, and the hands are the easiest part. The old ones, or the originals I should say, will just have this one screw right here. So you'll just remove the screw, and then the hand breaks apart. And you want to be careful, because if you're like me, you don't really want to get rid of the original parts. But when the hand comes apart, it looks like this. So there's the pin, there's the screw post, and yeah, you can see that's how it goes together around the wrist peg, the mushroom peg. And on the new one, it has these 3 screws, which you remove, and then it will similarly just come apart. So when you get all the screws out, it just comes apart like this. So there you can see the 2 halves, and you'll just sandwich that around the mushroom peg and then screw it on. Nice and easy. So on the original head, it has 2 screws. Very simple. Just remove those. So when you do get it to come open, just be aware that the ears will fall off, and there's a lot of little pieces inside here, so you know it can get messy, and you know there's lots of pieces there. But anyway, that's how you basically take the head apart. So this part is super hard to film this way, because I don't recommend doing it while the figure stands up. It's much easier to lay him down so that all the screws will stay into the pieces. But anyway, when you get the head off, this is the neck piece. You can see it swivels, and then here's the pegs that the head goes onto. And then the inside of the head, here's the front half, and here's the back half, and you can see, well, you can't see. There's all the actual workings. So they just fit into that tiny little space. There's the LED right in the center, and then the batteries pancake underneath it. It's all very exposed, very delicate, so be careful. And then the front half, see those little U-shaped things? Those are what actually go on the neck joint. Okay, so we're going to go low quality film here for a second, just so I can show you a couple things. If you're not picky, then disregard, but if you are picky, the light from the LEDs will shine through the helmet on the left and right here. So when you're installing, if you paint a little black paint on the inside of the helmet, you can't tell from the outside, and it'll block that out. Also, under the chin, there's a little gap here where the light shines through, so it will illuminate the area under the neck here. You can see that. So yeah, there we go. So that may bother you. If so, you can put a little piece of electrical tape to close that gap, something like that underneath where it's not noticeable. But even if you don't do it, that's really not that bad, so it may not bother you. Alright, let's see if we can do this on camera. Put that piece there. Get the ears in there. Sandwich the back of the head on like so. Yep, and then we put in the screws. And there we go. Clipped on and fully functional. So hopefully you found this video helpful in installing your upgrade kit. Not easy, but definitely I've dealt with a lot harder kits, and you know, this wasn't too bad. Basically the head is the hardest part. Anyway, I love him with the upgrades. I've always been very fond of EP01, but I have to say, with everything installed, I really do like MP10 better. He has taken over. I got to admit it. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Take care until next time.